G'day legends, well, I've got something very special today. We're going to get into the Radium Genesis. It is a board that is just next level, and I really am keen to share this. I'm going to get into specs and stuff right in, but first up we're going to have an interview with Liam, Will and Ant, the guys who are putting all this together. So let's get into that, but stay around for the end. There's going to be some ride footage and a little bit of detail on the board itself. Right, so here I am with the crew at Radium. Massive night going on here. As you can see, I'm lost for words. I'm in the epicenter of Radium performance, and I'm lucky enough to see what you're seeing in front of me. The boards are ready. I'm speechless. This is epic, and I've got the three creators of this enormous venture in front of me. Guys, introduce yourself.
Yeah, I'll go first then. I'm William, and that's it.
Come on, mate.
William, who are you in the zoo of Radium?
Well, I'm just in the workshop doing a lot more hands-on stuff.
Yep.
Machining and yeah, that's about it.
We knew each other through high school, and this guy, I always found him was pretty intelligent and pretty good with like mechanical things, and used to always play with RC cars and that sort of stuff. And we built some DIY boards together, and from then we knew we were both kind of obsessed with electric skateboards. And at some stage we really decided that we need an extra set of hands in the workshop, and then we need someone to help us with machining and help with also just general operations of the business. And then so I kind of asked William, would you be keen to join Radium? And he said yes, and so
there you have it. And now he's part of the family.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So before that, it was. We started a few years. Well, William's already been on the scene before I was, but we kind of started working together on the board, trying to get the design down, and we did very early prototyping together. And yeah, I'm Anthony Richards, and I'm or Ant Richards as I
Ant, everyone knows you as
for Radium. I just met Liam met Liam initially because I got a battery upgrade from them. So that was like in June, and then 6 months later we were working together. Basically.
Nice.
Yeah, we just started clicking and talking about skateboards and what we could do. And I'm an industrial designer with my profession, but I do a lot of furniture, and I make knives and do a couple of other different things. And we just had a good fit, and we worked really well together. And it's been 4 years now, and I think we're going strong. I think you could say that says we're going strong.
The next big step's happening.
Yeah.
So I'm going to come, Liam, you and I met 2-3 years ago, maybe longer ago now. I met you at it was a group ride first, and then we went out, and I think I met you up at the Baja Tri Day.
That's true.
And I knew you were an engineering mind, because you were just going to town at the guys at Baja about asking questions, technical questions about motors and all sorts of stuff. And I thought, wow, this guy is on it. And then someone told me that you make stuff, and I was like, okay, this is really interesting. Now, that was a long time ago. How did you? Radium. People know Radium for your motors, and know that you've been able to build a motor that is basically nearly bulletproof, or it is bulletproof. I don't think I've ever seen anyone complain about one of your motors, which is awesome. And it's known as a standard now.
Yeah.
How did you get from sort of starting off in your garage, thinking about what you want to do, to this point? And is this the pinnacle of what you wanted to do, or I'm going to ask you where you're going to go next? Obviously, you three, because the band of brothers are doing some amazing stuff here. But give me the background. Give me the story.
Okay. So
give me you.
Sure. Sure. Okay. Look, I've always loved making things since I was very young, and in high school I was able to do different things to the normal school curriculum. So I kind of made a deal with the school principal that I'd be able to, instead of doing all the standard school subjects, I'd be able to work on my own projects for the whole time in the last year of school. And just by doing that and working on all these projects by myself, I learnt more than the rest of my high school years combined, just in terms of using 3D printers.
You finally felt like you fit in school.
Yeah, it was great. I didn't want to leave. I was there till 7 o'clock at night. The teachers were kicking me out.
So did you want to leave before that? You never wanted to be there?
I hated it. It was horrible. Before that year, I was torture.
You really felt your pocket.
Yeah. All I do is sit in a classroom just thinking about all the stuff that I want to make and do. and I just have to, you know, be taught how to, you know, English, which I already know how to speak English. So.
Yeah. Now, look, I know from when I first met you, you had an idea of where you wanted to go, but then moving on to from there, I mean, doing stuff yourself is hard. It's a hard journey, but finding a group of people that have got a similar mindset and similar drive and love for what you do,
hard.
it's very hard. And I'm standing here in front of, and I'll put the camera back in my face for a second. So I'm standing here seeing the result of what these three amazing people have done, and I'm a little bit speechless because I love e-skating, as you all know out there, and this is just something that I'm just so fortunate to be in the presence of. I suppose it feels like church. Let me just say, it feels like my e-skate church, and I'm so grateful for you guys to invite me into the epicenter. The launches tonight, you're going to see some footage of people getting their brand new Radium boards, and they're all numbered beautifully, and I'm so stoked. There is more to come in this story. I really want to do these guys justice, so stick with the channel and watch more coming up, because these guys are going to get some stuff now. They've got a few polishing things off to do. As you see, this board here, the XP5, is one of their demo boards. 0, 0 over here, and all these beautiful 10, 0 to 10 over here, ready to go to customers. I do want to ask, what has been, between the three of you, and you can argue this out, what has been the greatest challenge to putting this together?
I think we've all got our own challenges, and that's what working in a team is about.
Yep.
So, you know, Liam is the mad engineer in the workshop, constantly tinkering and doing stuff. Will, you know, is so good with his hands and really helps out a lot with, you know, like just the stuff that he can, like if somebody can't loosen something, then you go to Will. If someone can't find something, you go to Will. If someone needs something made properly, you go to Will. Like, he's really, really good at what he does.
And if you want something to look really pretty and perfect, you get William to do it. You know, because just the finishing touches he adds on things are amazing. So.
Seems like there's a lot of love for Will in this room.
Which is quite nice. Did not know about that. But yes, we definitely had a bit of headaches with this board, like especially delivery design. Anthony probably doesn't like us about that. You know, we're quite like fussy with delivery, and especially, you know, Liam's quite picky with, like, you know, all these details on how it looks and how it should look, and trying to match all our ideas into one design and we're all happy with was quite challenging.
So those of you who don't know what a livery is, it's basically F1 talk for the look and aesthetics of the racing car, or
the graphics.
The graphics, as they say, the board.
Is another way of saying it.
Yeah, so it's something that not a lot of people probably use the word livery or livery. And if you love your F1, and this is, you know, we saw the back one, which is over there in the distance. You can see
XP3.
Well, XP3, the beautiful red board that everybody swoons over and has fallen in love with. So yeah. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. I'm going to leave it at that. Intro to the guys. What are you looking forward to at eSkateCon? How's your rider? Is he pumped?
Yeah, he's pumped. He's going to give it all he can. So I don't know. It's going to be fun no matter what, I think. And we've got some tricks up our sleeves as well, because, you know, we're not 100% sure of how fast we're going to be compared to the other guys there. You know, we're up against some technology we've never really raced against before. So,
and some of those guys have been doing this racing world for quite a while. So you guys are a bit of, as Aussies do, a bit of the underdog. So
and like, we're bringing, you know, street boards to a race where there's Formula One boards competing. So I'd love to win, but at the same time, I feel like we're going to have to pull some tricks out of the bag. So we've got some tricks to pull out of the bag.
Yeah. Well, I know your rider Dylan, great guy, great friend of mine as well. He told me the other day that he's never been overseas, so this is massive for him. He's travelling to another continent amongst a whole new world, and jumping on one of your boards to run amok. So
for sure.
It's going to be a lot of fun for all of us.
We are pumped.
Yeah, look, as you all know, I leave in a couple of sleeps. Sunday morning or Sunday afternoon I fly out, so my first flight, and you guys are all leaving Tuesday, so it's Aussies over in eSkateCon. Let's see how we go. Everyone's batting for the Americans because they're the locals, but we'll see.
See how we go.
All right, let's get out underway, and let's get down to the delivery of these beautiful boards to their new homes.
Let's go.
All right, let's go.
So a few highlights of this board. I'm going to put some pictures up so you can have a look at it. One of the things I really like is the integrated charging port on top of the board. They've actually got a PVC type plug, I believe it is, which is nicely wedged in. It is really unique and it's very different. And charging from the top means that you can, charge on the go. But don't have to tip it over. One thing that does annoy me is actually flipping boards over and charging underneath all the time. I'd rather have a top port if I can get one. A few other boards out there recently have done it as well, and it's really, really nice. Next thing I want to talk about is the power button, full illuminated, just near the charging port. Really, really good location, really easy and really accessible. One thing everyone's talking about this board, and people don't realise, the integrated suspension system in it as well. Now you can see from the image here, it actually has a full pivot location with some, I think they're riptide bushings. This can be adjusted, I believe it's under spring tension. I actually haven't had a look in the mechanics of this, so hopefully those of you who are going to eSkateCon, talk to Liam and Will, have a look at it and have a look at how the suspension works in detail, because I actually haven't had a chance to get down into the nitty gritty. Hopefully when I get back from eSkateCon, I'll be able to do some more videos and share more of that with you. So the trucks are designed and manufactured by the crew at Radium. They've got their own CNC machine, so they're actually doing all these themselves. Now this truck is their own design and makeup. It is something that's very different than everything else in the market, and obviously the integrated truck system with the suspension is a very neat package, and it's very clean, fully adjustable, and really very customizable to the individual riding style and what someone likes, and potentially the terrain you're riding on as well. The next thing I'm going to get into is Radium wheels. These things are designed, manufactured overseas for Radium specifically. As you all know, Radium, they tailor themselves to the value of the quality of the product they do, and these wheels are just that same. Obviously, going back to the original part of Radium did the motors that everybody knows. They are one of the leaders in the market. Others have come along and now starting to use their motors. They were the first ones to use this motor, and they have become the primary value add for the best motors in the market. One highlight the boys at Radium have done is the numbering system. So these first 10 boards have actually had an engraved nameplate, and as you see, the people peeling them off and actually exposing that beautiful numbered nameplate. There is one gold one which is beautiful and specific. The number 1 board, the first one off the line, 01, has actually got a beautiful gold plate. It's it's very special, and it's a really nice touch they've done for these first 10 boards. So these first 10 buyers were the ones that helped support get this board up. Obviously, Radium is a small company, and they want to grow. They want to get bigger and better in the industry. And these first 10 customers are really important to Radium, and they wanted to make sure that the customers felt the value that they purchased in their board. And now I suppose from here, the next thing is I believe they're going to jump into a production run of about 100 boards. So if you're wanting one of these, get in touch with Radium, because these boards are beautiful. Alright, so let's get in some riding footage just of the guys getting the new boards, and it was a great night to be there and present. I haven't ridden this board yet, I'm still holding off. I probably will try and get a chance to ride it at eSkateCon. And I'll give you my take on it then, and I believe I'm going to be able to try and get a full review in after eSkateCon. So stick around the channel, make sure you subscribe, like, ring the bell and all the rest of it, and eSkateCon, we're in transit. Just to let you know, we're in Vancouver. Yes, I'm traveling with my mate Scott. There he is. And so we're on our way, and we'll be in Vegas probably by this time this goes up, but remember, stay upright, keep smiling. Craig Taylor out. Yo!